Oh, there we go. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. That's right, Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. And today, oh boy, do we actually have... We've got a long-delayed show for you people here. Bear's, been a little bit busy in the woods getting ready for, the old hibernating season and everything, getting together some garbage or some fish or something like that. Getting plumped up, as it were, but, you know what? We've got plenty to go on here. I mean, a whole cornucopia of stuff that we've got to be able to talk about here for you great people. We've got the usual campaign updates and everything like that. We're actually going to be doing, let me click on it here. Let me see if I can find it here. One moment. Actually going to be doing let's see. There it is. A great little box open here. We've got a package in from Secret Door. I think that's John Malin's a comic thing. So I believe we've got a Graveyard Shift 3 box open here. So that ought to be fun, in addition to everything else. Yes, indeed. So, and also, oh man, I tell you what, probably going to broom it, but you know what, if you guys want to hear Bear's sort of review, I guess, of a crazy show that's on television here, it's called The Foundation. It's on Apple TV. It's kind of interesting. It's one of those shows where it's a really great concept, but a really lousy execution. Even if they threw, it's probably got to be one of the most expensive shows on TV, throwing all that money at it. And it's just a waste, just going down the tubes. But you know what? I tell you, and we've got, let's see, we've got, oh gosh, where's my thing here? Oh yeah, that's right, the campaign updates. So enough of this gibbering and jabbering from Bear. Let's just go ahead, get right on into it, since it's been a little bit here. So let's just jump right into it and let me find out where we're going. One of these days we'll actually do a professional show. It won't be today, but one of these days we might actually do one here. So let's go ahead, get right on into it with, let me find it here. Will it show on the thing? Does it show on? There we go. There we are. Talking about Aaron Lopresti. He's doing such a great job here. It's nice for Bear to see good old Aaron doing such a great job. First, well, not really his first time out, but definitely the time out that proved to be success here for him. So he says, this is from a little while back, let's see, November 3rd, so he actually had another update, but let's just go ahead, get right on into this one. He says, hey everyone, it's time for another Wraith of God progress update. So he's actually got some, he's actually gotten some pictures here. Let me see if I can bring them up. Bear with Bear. There we go. Oh, that looks mean, doesn't it? That guy looks mean. Alright, Aaron says, hey everyone, it's time for another Wraith of God progress update. He says, I'm currently finishing up page number 12, and I hope I pronounced this right, Gabe Etlob, I hope that's correct. Our colorist just turned in the first 2 pages, and they look awesome. Yes, they do. They look really awesome. Kind of a little bit of a Kelsey Shannon-esque look to it, so very cool. The campaign is closing in. Actually, I think it went over $110,000, which is just remarkable, and I want to thank you all again for getting involved and helping this campaign succeed. You know what, Bear does what he can here, so he says, he goes on, he says, I think it is very likely that we can get this to 120K, which would unlock the last stretch goal of the Wraith of God praying card. Remember to spread the word, and let's make it happen. He says, enjoy Gabe's wonderful colors. Let's see, am I a little low? I might be a little low on this. Let me turn it up. There we go, test. There we go. Alright, sorry. One of these days, like he said, we'll do a professional show. So anyways, he's got some really nice artwork there. I kind of like some of these panels that he did. Very, very cool. And then, of course, you've got the Wraith here as well with his two, not just one, but 2 6 guns. And is looking to looking to, I guess, do some dirty deeds there. Let's see. There was another one as well. Let me find that here. There we go. There's the. Let's bear get out of the way here. Doesn't. I hope they're not shooting bears in this comic book. Another great one. This was on another update, but basically kind of saying the same thing. So he did get over $110,000. So there you go for kind of the more or less the ComicsGate first go around for Aaron Lopresti here. Knocked it out of the park. He's knocking it out of the park. So congratulations to Aaron here. We're actually going to be talking about some of the stuff as far as campaigning and fundraising and that sort of deal in the ComicsGate realm, as it were. So we'll be getting back to some of this stuff in just a little bit, but yeah, really great job there from Aaron Lopresti. He's doing just some amazing work here, and it kind of warms Bear's heart that he's doing so well here. So that's just great. That's just great. All right, let's continue on. There's actually more. There is more. He does promise you. He does promise you that there will be more. Let me see. Do the thing with the thing, and then you do the other thing, and then you kind of get around to the third thing that you're actually trying to do. But everybody's wondering, hey, why are you trying to do that? And you're like, no, I gotta do the thing. Okay, there we go. All right, so we actually got a very brief update here, if you can get to it here, from Clint Stoker. And actually, if you haven't seen Bear's box open of... I lost the train of thought. Downcast. I just got that the other day, so definitely check that out from... Clint Stoker, also known as Sweetcast online there. So, P-Money, good to have you here. We're actually, I do not want to trick, let me see if I can get to it here. Do not want to trick our good friend P-Money here, but we actually do have a box open that we're going to be doing here. So, let's see. The thing with the thing... Bear is definitely back. Yeah, there you go. So we will be doing a box open, but Bear 90%. I think 90% can promise you that it won't be hockey related. So there we go. Anyways, we get back to it. He has a very quick update here. It says a November update. Hello, wonderful backers. Charlie is trying to remember Charlie. Oh gosh, Charlie, I'm sorry, I can't remember your last name right off the top of my head here, but Charlie is working hard at FATL, and here's another glimpse of what he's been up to, and looks pretty cool. Looks actually pretty neat. There we go. Not really sure if these are it might be 3 different pages, or it might be kind of a double page spread. I'm not really sure, or maybe it's just kind of 3 independent things there. But either way, looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool there, actually. So P-Money is scared. That's kind of normal for Bear's channel. So thank you very much. So there we go. We're going to be, by the way, P-Money, we're going to be talking about the. Let me see if I can get back to it here. I can actually do the thing. We're going to be doing the 10 ComicsGate Commandments here, so kind of getting a little bit into that here right now with some of these campaigns, and what's going right, and let's see. I think what is going wrong as well. Well, I don't want to say that with oh dang it, I got to pull it up here 1 second. Almost on it, and then slipped up there. So I don't want to say that about the next campaign that we're talking about here. Although it is a little bit late. We're talking about Dragon Guard from Kevin Sharp. Yes, indeed. Very much looks forward to Dragon Guard here. Let's see. He says, "Hey, Dragon Guard fans and backers!" Exclamation question mark. You gotta pick one. Kevin. He says, "I hope everyone had a fun Halloween." Well, Bear didn't. Nobody was giving away fish, for crying out loud. It was all candy. Bear enjoys his sweets, but you just need to give away some candy in Halloween. So he says, "I just want to check in with another update. We're closing in on getting the book done. Number 1, we've got about 1/4 of the book left to color." He spells it Oh, it's his color. Okay. As part of the editing process, I had a couple of pages left as well. And since we're talking about colors, let's see. He says here's some non-spoilers. So let's get right to that. There we go. Some pretty cool looking stuff there. I think I'm not sure if I think he has this with the dialogue boxes in there, but I'm not sure if he still has that to go or not. But I think let me get myself out of the way there. I think the dialogue is done, but I can't be for certain. But anyways, there we go. Some neat little colors there. I actually kind of enjoy that. That looks pretty neat. So let's see. P Money says ComicsGate Commandments. So which Comicsgater is Moses? Well, actually, it could be Bear. It could be Bear. Coming down from the mountain. With the stone tablets there, and maybe seeing some of the other people down there. Maybe Mike Miller or something like that, and throws the dang stone tablets down on these sorts of a Bitcoin-esque a golden calf to destroy that and then open up a hole and suck everybody in. Oh man, I tell you what, Ten Commandments, what a great movie. What a great movie. So, not really sure who that would be, but anyways. Does Bear give out candy on Halloween, or does Bear go door to door making people think he's a bear in a costume? No, of course not. We wait at the end of the driveway where it's nice and dark and everything, and when the kids come out, and they drop their candy and run away. So, you know what? Don't want to hurt the kids. Just make them, that's the kind of thing on Halloween is you got to make everybody scared. Although that is not a bad idea, P-Money. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, it might be next year, just kind of sitting incognito there, walking up to the door, ringing the doorbell, and there's no talking bears out there. Of course, here, a large-sized kid who's like 350 pounds. Go right ahead. Here, have some more candy. Yeah, that might actually not be a bad idea. That's a really good one, P-Money. You should write that one down. All right. Anyways, also in all of this, he's gotten a. Let's see. Did he mention this? Pardon, Bear. Yes. Okay, number 2. I'm working on a draft of the script that will go to Eric for letters. Okay, so that's the next step. Let's see. The next step will be to get it lettered. A 12-page preview is coming next month. November looks to be a busy month as we hope we are finally wrapped up on the art on this 70-page beast. Holy cow. And he kind of concludes here with thank you for all the support and understanding. Yeah, Kevin actually had kind of a bad break there. I think he had some sort of reaction to one of the jabs out there, so he kind of got a little bit behind and everything. So we're all wishing Kev the best and hopefully some a good health out there. All right, then he says, and finally, check out some pics of a custom. Let's see, how do you pronounce this? Ethereon action figure from Collector Express on YouTube. He reviews action figures and occasionally does some customs. So there you go. You got a nice little, what was his name again? Ethereon. Ethereon? I don't know. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyways, there he is, the green-haired gentleman there, in action pose, ready to go here. As you can see, the abs there are nicely cut out, so there you go. His abs probably have abs themselves, so there you go. All right, let's see. Moving on to get out of that and getting into. It would actually make a nice, pretty cool Christmas present if it actually, sorry Kev, if it actually kind of got out on time. That would actually be a nice little, Christmas kind of deal there, so. Let's see, P-Money says, actually, Bear, my family was just released today from isolation with the evil C word. Oh, shoot, I hope everybody's okay, P-Money. I hope everybody's okay. It's good that you guys actually were released there. I hope everything went okay during the meantime there. That's got to be rough. I'm assuming maybe 2 weeks or something like that you had to kind of get by with everything, so. Off the side. Yeah, that's no good, man. Oh man. Well, once again, I hope everybody's okay. Bear sends out his best and well wishes to everybody in the P Money family out there for sure. For sure. All right, let me let me get to a very important update. Came into Bear's email box here, and just kind of out of the blue, all of a sudden, we actually got an update from who knew. Who knew Andrew Huerta? Andrew Huerta with Sovereign, the book was never going to come out. P-Money says it was mild for his family. There you go. 2 weeks. Man, oh man. Well, everybody's different. That's one of the things that Bears, we did the live show talking about some of this stuff in the past and everything. And, the thing that Bear kind of realized very early on is it's one of those things that's very unpredictable. It can affect people in different ways. I mean, you can have the same family or the same group of people in the same general area and whatnot, and different people would be affected different ways, or maybe not even affected at all. So, anybody that says that they know what's going on with the Wu flu and how to tackle it, probably is thinking highly of themselves. So, anyways, very good, P-Money. I hope everything's going better for all you and the P-Money family. So, yes, update from Sovereign. Life's been weird. He's actually got an extra space in between there, so I'm wondering if he started to write something else and then, deleted it, and then just, life's been weird, but here's a quick update, and that's basically his thing. So, there you go, there's the guy with the face, and, I really want to finish this page by the end of this week. Wish me luck, Huerta. Well, good luck, Huerta. I really wish that you would honor some refunds, because I don't think anybody's actually going to see this other than the artist. So anyway, we kind of joke a little bit about some of that stuff, but definitely kind of one of the campaigns to kind of circle as far as what not to do in your campaign. So not to put anything down on Huerta here, but man, oh man, I mean, there's a lot of life's lessons here as far as how to run a ComicsGate campaign, and we'll actually get into that here in just a moment. We'll actually do that in just a second. Let's see, update from Sovereign. Let me check the weather in hell. Yes, indeed. So there he is. I'm not really. It looks like he got some of the pencils done, but he hasn't done, except for that one panel, the ink. So, I don't know. Does it take him a week to... It probably does take him an entire week just to do a page. Which means, we should probably be getting this maybe, 2023, 2024, or something like that. I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to be seeing Sovereign anytime soon. Not this year for sure. Not this year for sure. Maybe not even next year. Who knows? Who knows? All right, moving on to another campaign that doesn't get much notice, mainly because I will let them talk about it here, because another one that we've got is brand number 2. Definitely out there in the wilderness somewhere. So let's see what Antonio Bryce, like his photo here, he always has that sort of look of please don't say anything bad about Brand or anything like that. I'm not going to say anything bad about Brand, but I'm not sure about the avatar that he's using there. Anyways, November update. He says, hello everyone. I just wanted to check in and let you know the plan moving forward as we work on completing this project. Oh man, you know what? One of these days. He says, I have selected this cover from Jimbo Salgador. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. To replace the irreplaceable Ethan Van Sciver, Uncle E, that was originally offered. So he actually offered a cover for this. Not really. I can't remember what happened with that. I'm assuming. Bear hates to assume, but I would assume that maybe Uncle E got a little bit busy with his own comic there and might not have been able to do it. But anyways, there is the cover for it, the alternate cover for it. And he says, this, of course, can be substitute for one of the other main covers. We're not at that stage yet, but I'll send out a survey once we get closer to print. Yeah, well. Money says, yeah, from the books I backed in 2018, way back in 2018, I'm still waiting on Sovereign. Brutus, oh man, oh man. I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming out pretty shortly. I remember seeing, what was it, Donald DeLay that did that, so I remember he was on a stream a couple months back, and he had the boxes and ready to go, so I'm thinking that's hopefully going to be coming out relatively soon. Detective Dead is dead as his doornail. Little girl, oh man. I'm not sure if you want to get Little Girl Lethal there. Was that the one with the guy that had the very funky things going on with him in his personal life there? So, yeah, I'm not sure. Sovereign, pretty sure. Bear jokes a little bit, but man, oh man, I'm not sure if we're ever going to see Sovereign. Brutus, I think, is coming out. Detective Dead needs to have a detective on that case, because that was a complete fraud. Little Girl Lethal, there you go. No comment. And, yeah, that still counts. Yeah, so there you go. And there you go. So, let's see. Where was Brer? Let's see. I had a long conversation with Kanan. We actually spoke for a few hours about various things he's dealing with, and we both agreed he needed to take a step back. The book where he left off is incomplete, so Kanan and I worked out a plan to break up his story. He drafted a few pages that allowed me to end this next chapter and not have an awkward pause in the story. There's going to be a second story in the book. Okay, Beer's confused on that. There's going to be a second story in the book that's going to focus on David and Dawn. In the future, since they haven't actually met yet in the main story. Gosh darn it, Antonio. Okay. Number one, since Beer was talking about this in his review way back when, way too many characters in this. It needed to be kind of pared down a little bit. So when your main characters in your book aren't even going to be in the book until what? Book 3, I guess? Yeah, you need to really edit that down. I think that's the biggest thing is poor Kanan is having to draw all these pages that unfortunately I don't think, if Beer had to guess here, if Beer had to assume, I don't think Antonio has the best sort of editing process. So I think he's throwing a lot of the stuff and seeing what sticks, and really that kind of wears down your artist, because he's literally trying to draw everything rather than, okay, this is what we actually need, and if we want to add a little bit of extra couple panels here or there or something like that to it, that's great. But we really need this stuff. We really need to focus in on the story aspects. So I think that's kind of the main thing that's going wrong there. I'm assuming there might be something there with Kanan going on there as well. But that was kind of the big thing about Brand and Bear's first review. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. I want to show you what life is like for the Cravens as a couple. I talked to a few artists already. One thing Kanan and I agree on is that he would draw the main story, and the side stories like Fame would be done by other artists. I have stories that focus on weather. I think that's weather, as well as Brand Children of Man that I worked on with Mike Barron. I really want to get this book in your hands so that I can publish those stories. Holy moly, see, this is what I mean. I definitely appreciate your patience, holy moly, and I recognize how long this is going to take, but we will finish. I'm hoping to have it done and shipped before summer of 2022. Man, oh man, holy cow. And this came out, what, in 2019? 2019 or early 2020? Something like that. So, yeah, anyways, there we go. And actually, Beer's got the... one second here. Actually got the artwork there. That's actually not too bad artwork. Really not bad at all. So, kind of a little bit of a dead space there, and kind of the sort of upper... what would that be? Upper left corner there. I mean, you got the candy cane in there and a flying present there, but that's maybe that's where the the logo is going and everything, and Bear's not sure, but yeah, a little bit of a dead space there. Otherwise, hey, that's a great little cover. That would actually make a pretty good card too. So they ever get their stretch goals on that. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's see. Get off of this. Get off of this because all of this has been leading up to an actual point that Bear's trying to make. Oh, hold on. P-Money says, Kanan, still in my opinion, is one of the best in the ComicsGate world, so if we are losing him, that's too bad. I don't think we're losing him. I think he just had a number of different projects going on. They're also doing the Dame Drops. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's a guy that does kind of like food reviews, fast food reviews, and they're making a comic out of that also with Kanan. So I'm not sure, haven't heard anything about that, so I'm not sure if that's still coming out or, so he's got a couple, he's got a couple of things going on the plate in addition to the crazy NFT stuff. So there you go. So some of other stuff there. I don't think we're losing him. I think he's just I think his number one, his plate is full, and then unfortunately I think Antonio is just like a buffet, just kind of keep adding more stuff onto his plate. So yeah, I think that's the issue. Let's see. Let's see. P-Money says, my oldest daughter just said, hi, Bear. Hi, oldest daughter. And thanks for caring. And she says that she feels much better now compared to last week. Well, that's excellent. That's excellent. It doesn't affect the younger folks as much. Obviously it affects them, but hopefully she didn't get it too bad. I've heard, about, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks or something like that before people actually finally start getting better. Sometimes you hear about people with the lingering cough or, maybe some, what was the other thing? Kind of lethargic or not enough energy or something like that. So, just take it very easy and, keep up with the hydration and all that great sort of stuff. And hey, guess what? Now you've got natural immunity. So, well, we won't get into all of that. We won't get into all that. But congratulations. That's great to hear, P-Money. That's great to hear. I'm sure everybody was kind of a little bit nervous there for a little while. So glad it worked out here. So, all right, let's get back to our closest thing that we have here to Moses. It's a special place. A special place here in Bear's heart with, he's going out fishing, so there you go. It's nice to see there. Although when we kind of expanded this out a little, kind of widened it out a little bit, he kind of looks a little fatter than he is in the actual picture there. So, anyways, what we're going to talk about here, he doesn't have it up on the screen here, so we'll just, maybe what Bear can do is maybe leave this in the description after the video here. Really should have made up some sort of I could have made up like two like stone tablets or something like that and inscribe this stuff on. But so we just went through some different campaigns here. Some campaigns that are very successful and are very much in focus with the backers and the customers there. Aaron Lepresti kind of comes to mind there. And then we got kind of on the other side there, some campaigns that took some money a long while back and you don't really hear from them that much, and then when you do, it's just kind of very, very basic sort of stuff, and, so what kind of Bear was thinking about is, a lot of this stuff is kind of, I don't want to say shunned, but, kind of early on in ComicsGate, people didn't want to have the, okay, we need to sign a petition or sign a sort of, what would you call that? Maybe a code of conduct or a sort of a ComicsGate constitution, I guess, as it were there. A lot of people didn't want to get kind of pigeonholed or something like that with it. You must do X or you must do Y or something like that. So when Bear kind of came up with these 10 commandments of ComicsGate, I kind of left it a little bit loose, but at the same time, tried to make it as specific enough that people would kind of get the general idea and would be able to say, okay, you've violated commandment number 4, how dare you. So Anyways, and listen, feel free to kind of amend, add, subtract, that sort of deal. This is just kind of Bear's thoughts. So actually, if you're listening in after the live show, maybe you've got an idea or something like that. Hey, drop a line down there in the comment, and maybe you might have a good idea. All right, let's get right on into it. Bear coming down from the mountain. Coming down from the mountain, having received the 10 ComicsGate Commandments. Number 1, I think this is pretty much how ComicsGate started. So it shouldn't be a very controversial first one here. Bear would say respect your audience and your viewers. So if you're out here, hey, even if somebody here is watching Bear and wants to come in and, hey, Bear, blah, 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 this or that, whichever, Bear's not going to ban people or, anything like that because, hey, it's always great to have people come in and watch Bear's channel and everything. So, kind of the opposite of what's going on with the sort of mainstream comics, your Marvels, your DCs. Oh, what was the other one? Bear was watching a Sweetcast video the other day and, was it Image? Might have been Image or something like that. Something with a union and stuff like that. So a lot of those places didn't respect their customers. They might say, hey, don't turn Superman gay or something like that. And they say, we're not going to listen to you. We're going to do it anyways. And then, of course, you get woke, you go broke. So they lost. They didn't respect their audience, and then they lost their audience. So that would be number 1 for Bear. Is basically you got to respect your audience here. Money says Bear creating commandments while considering the Bible says Bear mauled people bothering Elijah. Looks like bears are coming up in the world. Well, there you go. Not too religious or anything like that, but there is only one true bear god. Yes, indeed. So. Anyways, we will continue. I didn't know that about Elijah. That's pretty funny. All right, number two. Not anything less than number 1. It's just number 2. There is a special relationship between creators and backers. Okay, so we've dealt with the audience there. So if you just kind of come by and you're kind of watching the channel or whatever, Ethan, you need to stop eating so many pies or something like that. Well, kind of one of the things with the ComicsGate thing is, you give a little bit of, how shall I put this, P-Money? A little bit of poo out there, and, you just kind of roll with it there, because, you kind of look at somebody like Cecil. I mean, when Cecil kind of first came on, it was all F Cecil this and F Cecil that. Now we love Cecil. So you got to have a little bit of a thick skin, but at the same time, there is a little bit of a difference there between basically your audience there and your backers. We kind of went back and forth with backers versus customers, that sort of deal. Won't go into it very much here, but basically a customer would go into the store, buy the product, and then pay for it and walk back out. That would be a customer. Think of a hot dog stand. So you go up to the hot dog stand, you buy your hot dog. All right, great, and eat your hot dog. This is a little bit different. You're actually getting in on the ground floor. So instead of going and buying the hot dog from the hot dog stand, you are giving funds to the hot dog vendor out there so he can actually go and buy hot dogs. So you can go and get the little vendor cart out there, the little funny umbrella and all that sort of stuff, the buns and the mustard and all that sort of stuff. So basically you're getting in ahead of the sort of line, as it were, for the hot dogs, because if you're out there and if you paid for the hot dog, you'd be if Sovereign was a hot dog, you would be dead by now because you wouldn't have had any nourishment there. So that would be kind of the difference between backers and audience there. So that's what Bear's talking about with a special relationship between the creators and the backers there. The backers, they expect certain things, obviously the books and all the other great stuff, but at the same time, we're backing your creators to actually do the great things that they're going to be out there trying to do. So, when you get into some of the stuff where, for example, we were just talking about, excuse me here, we were just talking about Brand. Well, they went and they did Brand, and then they did Brand 2. Well, then they decided to do the, what was it, the Dame Drops or whatever it was. It kind of felt like, hey, you were using a little bit of that money from the Brand 2. Let me stop. I don't want to assume anything on Brand. Let me do a better one here. Red Rooster. Red Rooster's a good example. Red Rooster made a whole lot of money, and basically they used not necessarily the money, but the money that was raised as a sort of hedge, I suppose, to go into some of the people that they were talking to out there at Walmart to say, hey, we raised all this money, we should be able to go into Walmart. So basically, they parlayed their ComicsGate success to go into Walmart. A lot of the backers, a lot of the people out there that backed the books, especially when it was so late, and also, it got into Walmart first, so kind of people were expecting Red Rooster to get into their hands first, and then go into Walmart. They were kind of disappointed by that. So again, that would be kind of that special relationship there between the creators and the backers. Let's see. P-Money says, yeah, I think I remember your boy Zach originally couldn't stand Cecil. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You know, it's fine. All right, so number 3, right after number 2. Let's see here. Creators should be honest and forthright with their backers. So again, let's just use Red Rooster since we were just talking about it. Basically, it was kind of done as a ComicsGate book, and hopefully we were going to get it within a year, maybe a year and a half at the very most, or something like that. It took almost 2 years, and they put it out in Walmart and all that stuff beforehand. At the very least, Mitch should have been very honest and forthright with all the backers out there. And if people, if they says, hey, we didn't get into this to have you go into business with Walmart, we just wanted a comic book from you, he should offer refunds. He should be doing something like that. So that's kind of where Bear's coming from. You just got to be honest with the people that are backing you. Again, it's a little bit different than just being a customer. Not saying that you should lie to your customers or anything like that, but you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship with these people, and you need to have a little bit of a give and take with them there. So there we go. All right, number 5. Number 5 might be a little controversial, but we'll see. Number 5, the comic should be worth the price. Now, what does Bear mean by that? A lot of the books out there now are basically, and there's variations, and we don't want to get into every single one of them there, but basically you're looking at your books around $25 to $35, maybe a little bit more with shipping or something like that, especially if it's overseas. Or in Canada, if P-Money's the case. So if you're paying that much money, you should have a great quality product. Now, of course, we were talking about some of these books that are very late. So you've got a little contradiction there. Do you want to wait and continue to wait for that great quality that will make it worth the price? Or do you want it to come in, hey, let me get it done real quickly. It might not be the greatest quality that you had, but, came in a little bit quicker. Either way, but what Bear's trying to say is, instead of something coming out with, Bear could come up with a comic book right away. It would all be stick figures. It'd be little stick figures, maybe little 8-bit art or something like that. But you wouldn't want to pay. Let's just say $35 for that. So let's just say that Bear wanted to come out with his stick figure comic book. Might make it $5 or something like that. That actually might be a little overpriced, but make your comic be worth the price that you're asking for. Don't just say, oh, okay, all the other ComicsGate comics are worth or being charging $35, maybe even $40. Well, I can do that too. I'm a first-time artist. I'm coming into there. I could charge the same thing as Uncle Lee or your boy Zach or whoever. No. In fact, one of the things that Bear's trying to be conscious of whenever he's doing some of the campaign reviews and stuff like that. Start to bring down that price. Figure out, okay, let's just say you've done a couple campaigns or something. Oh, okay, I figured out a couple things. I figured out maybe a way to save a couple bucks here or there, shipping, yada yada. Try to figure out that way to bring down that price. So, if it's your second or third book, maybe not try to charge the same amount. Try to figure out a way to kind of bring down that price. Believe me, your backers, your all the people, they will thank you for that. They actually might buy too. You never know. Let's see. P-Money says, it still bugs me. Alaska doesn't pay as much for shipping than me. And I love only, I think he says he lives only about 100 kilometers from the American border. Well, there you go. I mean, this is what happens when you are America's top hat. Like Bear says, we need a underground comics railroad into Canada there, so P-Money and all the other Canadians can actually get their comics. Again, sort of some of that stuff with shipping. Again, a lot of these guys are independent, sole proprietor artists, comic artists out there. They're not shipping experts, other than maybe somebody like Kyung Lee or something like that. They're not shipping experts. So, again, I wish that would be a little bit better. I wish they would figure out some of the international stuff. There was who was it? It might have been the Dirtworm. It might have been Doug. Talking about they weren't going to ship overseas because of all the issues there as well. It might not have been Doug. I don't know. It was one of the creators. They were only going to sell it in the U.S. So that's kind of a weird thing there. So, all right, where was Bear? He's about to get a drink. About to get a drink because we're going to go to number 6. Number 6. This is kind of something that's affected Bear. I don't know if it's affected some of the other people out there as well, but it kind of wants to make it a commandment here. A commandment. Be clear about the campaign end dates and if it's going to InDemand. What does Bear mean by that? Okay, a lot of times, and this is great, there's nothing wrong with the sort of let's get all the people that we can in the last couple days or something like that to the campaign. Usually the way the ComicsGate campaigns go is you have the sort of opening day, maybe opening couple days or something like that, that does just kind of gangbusters. It goes for about a month, and usually what most of the creators do will re-up for another month, so it will be extended for basically 2 months out there. So after 2 months, normally what happens is the campaign would end. A lot of people would put it InDemand. Now, InDemand just basically means that it's the storefront. Excuse me. What happens is a lot of times people don't know. Let's just take John Malin, for example. He had Godlike. He had Godlike out, his new comic coming out, and he only does it for the 60 days. So after the 60 days, at the very end of the campaign, that's the end of the campaign. It doesn't go on to day 61 or 62 or 63. So, if you wanted to get in on, Godlike, or some of the other ones that he has earlier, like I hope it's Graveyard Shift 3 here. We'll find out together. We knew when it was going to end. A lot of times what happens is people kind of have that sort of mentality of rah, we gotta bring everybody in the last couple of days. Or excuse me, the last day of the campaign. But then it goes into InDemand. But they don't let anybody know about that. So a lot of times people might not be able to work the finances quite right or something like that. So a lot of times Bear kind of thinks that it's sort of a pressure campaign on some of the backers out there. If the artist out there would just let people know, hey, we're going to do the first 30 days, and then we're going to extend it for another 30 days, and then after that, we're going to go into InDemand. Now, there might be a great way to kind of separate the two. Maybe you have a card series or a bookmark or something like that that you would only give to the people in the first 60-day window or something like that. That might be a good thing. Maybe even a cover or something like that. That might be a good thing. And then just let everybody know that it's going into InDemand. I think when they try to do this sort of, oh, it's going to be ending tonight, and then it doesn't end tonight, it just goes into InDemand, I think it kind of turns people just a little bit off of some of the campaigns. And then, of course, they're not really sure. Okay, campaign Godlike ended after 60 days, so this, campaign over here is going to end after 60 days, and it doesn't. So, you've got to let your backers know, or let me just say, your audience know when the campaign is going to end and when it's going, or if it's going to go in demand. I think that's a pretty good commandment there. It's one of those things that kind of rubs Bear the wrong way. Let's see. Oh no. Let's see. P-Money says, for me, a commandment needs to be digital. Oh boy. I know some creators don't like that, but it is a necessary for me to buy digital for the campaign that I can't afford the shipping cost. Okay. Bear will offer a counterpoint. I don't disagree with you, P-Bunny. I don't disagree with you at all. Bear would offer a counterpoint, and that would be piracy. I'm not saying any of the backers out there are going to be pirating any of that sort of stuff. Just for example, when Bear does his reviews, he just did the Impossible Stars review. He'll go and scan in all that stuff. Now, technically, that's you could say, hey, Bear's gonna release the book for free or something like that. Not going to do it, but you do have that worry. You do have that worry about people. What's Bear trying to say? Pirating some of the stuff out there. So as soon as the book gets out, then it's kind of released to the wider world out there, and pretty much you got your first campaign, you got your money out of that, and then that would be it. Actually, very rarely that Bear does this, but does got to give Mike Miller a sort of shout out and compliment. The way that he did it was he released the digital version of his previous book. So I think on his campaign, he had the first Lone Star book as available for free. I think that's a really good idea. It doesn't get to P-Money in right in his hands right away. Maybe there could be some sort of way with some sort of DRM or something like that. I'm not sure if everybody would be up on that. I do hear you, P-Money. I do hear you. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that in just a second. Again, it's a little bit hard to kind of say, okay, here's 10 things that you absolutely must do. So, anyways, that's kind of where Bear leaves it a little bit kind of open to interpretation here. All right. Let's see. Where was Beer? Here we go. This is a little bit kind of esoteric, but I did want to write it down. Here. Creators must pay their artist what they are owed in their contract. Bear doesn't have any sort of knowledge or anything like that where an artist wasn't paid or payment was withheld or something like that. The only thing that Bear can kind of think of was the Brutus thing with Nasser and Donald DeLay there. That's the only thing that Bear can kind of think of as far as that, but just wanted to have that down. Kind of more on the creator side of things, but looking out for some of the artists there as well. Just don't want to have anybody ripped off. I think that's kind of a very basic thing that I'm sure pretty much everybody can agree on. The next one here, speaking of sovereign, backer refunds must be honored. I would say that unless the campaign is about to close or they're going to go to print or something like that, leave the refund window open. And a counterpoint to that, I suppose, backers don't go out and just back a book and then refund it. That's not what we're here for. That's not what we're doing. What happened? Oh, there we go. Is it back? No data. Come on. Is it back? I don't know. Come on, damn it. Stream health. Let's see. Gosh darn it. Alright, okay, there we go. Okay, it's back. It's back. I just want to do a test here, so. Okay, alright, it is working. Sorry about that, everybody. Sometimes being out in the woods, you lose your Wi-Fi connection there. All right, let's see. P-Money says, yeah, I know I wish piracy wasn't a thing, so it's a good argument against digital. And it's not an argument against you, P-Money. I'm just kind of making the basic point here. I just know that I wouldn't have backed half of the campaigns I did if I didn't have a digital option. So, okay. Yeah, there are a number of campaigns out there. I'm trying to remember which ones have the digital one. I think the Gunship Thunder Punch 2 has a digital one. I want to say Black and White has one. I think so. So there are a couple out there. It's kind of a if then sort of situation there. I Bear does hear you. Bear does hear you about being in a different country and all that sorts of stuff. Especially if you're well overseas, like Australia or something like that. So, yeah, digital would be a good option there. Bear doesn't have a good answer for you, other than you got to worry about the piracy, and a little bit of that is on the artist. Bear's not against digital or anything like that. It would be more on the artist as whether or not is it worthwhile for them to go through digital. I think that would be kind of the litmus test for them. All right, so once again, Bear's finally back here. All right, let's see. Refunds must be honored. We did that. Number 9, we're getting down to it. Fulfillment. Man, oh man! Exclamation point on all this. Fulfillment is an important part of a successful campaign. Bear cannot repeat that enough. Fulfillment is an important part of a successful campaign. It doesn't matter how great your art is. It doesn't matter how great your coloring is. It doesn't matter how great your lettering is. It doesn't matter how great your story is. It doesn't matter how great your editing is. It doesn't matter how great your covers are. It doesn't matter if it's, what do they call that, perfectly bound or stapled or anything like that. It doesn't even matter if you have it in digital or not. If you can't fulfill, we'll go through the list. Let's see. Let's go back to P-Money's list here. Sovereign, Brutus, Detective Dead, the other one. If you can't fulfill, then you failed. That's it. So fulfillment should be, if not the top item, it should be like number 2 or number 3. I mean, obviously the artwork and all that stuff is very, very important. But if you can't get the book into your backer's hands, then you failed. So, actually, on the flip side of that, Bear's actually got to commend a lot of the artists out there, especially some of the first-timers out there that are trying some of that stuff, that they're able to do it, that they are able to fulfill. A lot of people are just doing it, in their basement or their dining room table or something like that. They don't have the fulfillment centers or anything like that to do it on. So, this isn't any particular one other than some of the books that Bear just talked about. But if you're going to go into this as ComicsGate and trying to get money from people, you have to fulfill. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And if you don't fulfill, then we'll go back to ComicsGate Commandment number 8. Refunds must be honored. So there you go. Fulfillment is a commandment. I thought fulfillment was optional. There you go. Well, no. All right, so we went through. Number 1, respect your audience and viewers. Number 2, there's a special relationship between creators and backers. Yes, there is. Number 3, creators should be honest and forthright with their backers. Number 4, set reasonable deadlines and keep backers informed. So again, if you're late or something like that, just let people know. A lot of times, people are kind of, more forgiving if you say, hey, look, I screwed up. Here's what happened. Please forgive me. Here's the new date for when things are going to come out. A lot of times people are fine with that. Still want it in their hands, but they're fine with that. Number 5, very important. The comic should be worth the price. Number 6, be clear about the campaign, end dates, and going into InDemand. Number 7, creators must pay their artist what is owed in their contract. Number 8, very important, backer refunds must be honored. Number 9, fulfillment is an important part of a successful campaign. And the number 10 ComicsGate Commandment is... Well, I don't know. Bear did not get that far. He only got 9. He only got 9 out of the 10 ComicsGate Commandments there. So if you, much like P Money out there, wishes that there was a digital 10th commandment, there you go. Maybe if you're listening to this after the fact, hey, write down in the comment section maybe what you think one of the ComicsGate Commandments should be out there. Make it reasonable. Make it you need to be able to. You need to be able to juggle on stream or something like that. No, that's not a ComicsGate Commandment sort of thing that we're looking for. But hey, maybe you've had some stuff out there as far as you've backed a campaign and he says, you know what? I wish they would have done something just a little bit different there. Well, here's your chance. Here's your chance to let everybody know kind of what you would kind of think. And again, we're kind of doing this as far as creators and backers. So if there's creators out there that have an idea of, hey, you backers out there need to do X or something like that. Hey, drop Bear a line. Maybe that actually might be a very good 10th commandment there. Yes, indeed. There we go. Let's see. P-Money says, but yeah, if you start the campaign, look very hard into how much you will need to fulfill. Make that your funding goal. Some people make their funding goal too low. The reason that they do that is because of the algorithm on Indiegogo. If you set your campaign goal at, let's just say, $100, and then you reach that and then blow past it, and you actually get, I don't know, $250. Man, oh man, that's, they see that and they say, holy cow, he got funded in the first day and then 100%. Holy moly, we need to promote this one on the first page. No, that actually might be a very good commandment there as far as, realizing how much it takes to create the book and then make it a priority. One of the things that Aaron Lopresti did on Garbage Man was that he actually set it, I think, at a reasonable rate. I want to say it was like 10 grand, maybe 15 grand or something like that. And he was a little bit short. He didn't fall very short, but it was a little bit short of that goal. But he had a realistic goal. I think if he had set it at like $100 or something like that, and I forget how many people actually backed it. I want to say it got up there. I don't recall if it got past 10 grand or something like that. But yeah, if your comic costs, let's just say 15 grand to make and ship and all that stuff, and maybe have some returns or refunds or something like that, be honest with people. Just say, yeah, okay, it is going to cost us 15 grand. We're going to need that. So yeah, that might be a good commandment there. Probably would put that in with number 3, just being honest and forthright with your backers. But yeah, it's a very good recommendation there from the great P Money. All right, so we are actually going to, after all this jibber jabber, all this talk about what ComicsGate should do, command them to do, we actually do have here a box open here, but actually left the old trusty knife. Old trusty knife off to the side here, so bear with Bear. He will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. There we go. Lights. We got the camera. All we gotta do now is the action. That's the funnest part of all. All right. So, anyways, we actually have here a. Let's see here. Where did it go? There we go. Got a little box here. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure it's from John Malin. Don't have any more Tampa Bay books coming in, so P-Money will be okay on that one. I'm sure that traumatized him for quite a while. Quite a while there, but that's all right. That's what we do here sometimes. Is we try to, breaking the first ComicsGate Commandment there as far as not respecting your audience there, but good thing Peabody is a good sport about all that. Yes. Talk amongst yourselves. Well, Peabody, you look very sexy today. Well, thank you, Peabody. There you go. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's see. This is on. All right, there we go. Let me move the microphone here. Sorry, everybody. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for everybody. All right, well, let's go ahead. Get this out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Let's get this, the thing, and the thing, and then we'll put this. Let's see, I can just put this over here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is why Bear doesn't do this very often on a live stream, but that's all right. That's all right. So anyways, got this great package here from what we hope is John Malin here, but you never know. You never know until you open the box. That's the fun thing about box opens here. So let's just go ahead, get right on into it. Bear got this the other day. Came in, the postman was delivering it to little Timmy McTimmerson's house. Well, Bear was out there, scared away the postman, and he dropped the package here. Not too bad. Just got the one ding on the very bottom there, but very nicely done. Thank you, John Malin. So, there we go. Let's just go ahead and get right on into it here. Find out what we got inside. Yes, indeed. Hope you people enjoyed the other couple box opens that we had the other day. We got in the Expendables Go to Hell. Yes, indeed. We got that one. And also from Sweetcast, it was Sweetcast and Downcast. We got Downcast from Clint Stoker there from Sweetcast. So, come on, tape. There's Nemesis. There we go. There we are. All right, there we go. So anyways, if you haven't seen any of those, check them out. It would be worth your while there. All right, so let's see. We've got, why do they always put it in backwards there? The Gemini Mailer. Thumbs up from Bear. There we go. That should be another ComicsGate Commandment. You gotta have the Gemini Mailer. It must be well packed. There we go. All right, so let's see. Find out what we got inside. It is Graveyard Shift. It's his Graveyard Shift. There we go. Pretty cool. This is the alternate covers. This was the the Spite campaign, I think it was. Oh, the old Spite campaign there. They actually did a really great job there. So pretty cool. Actually came signed. Look at there. You actually had to spin. This is one of the. This should be like the 12th or the 15th commandment here. Sign your dang books, people. Why do gotta do a extra special tier just to have it signed. So anyways, got that. We'll check that out in just a minute. There it is on back. Oh, that's the supplemental. Kind of looks like Batman. Kind of does. Anyways, okay, so that's Graveyard Shift and the supplemental. Pretty cool. Let's put that off to the side because we actually have more stuff. You thought it was over. It wasn't. This is the what was it called? The visions. The visions of many things, including going out there on a snowblower. Pretty cool. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe Malin did this, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't do the third book. That's the only downside to Graveyard Shift 3. Who was it? It was Aaron L. Fetchy. Aaron L. Fetchy did the book, so kind of a little bit disappointed. I think everybody thought that John Malin was going to be doing the book, and then you go onto the page to go, InDemand and everything. What am I trying to say here? Not InDemand. Indiegogo. Come on, Bear. Make your brain think. Anyway, so I think maybe he did the cover for that, but that's all right. And some more goodies here on the back. A nice little poster. Got some cards there. Let's see. Cerise? How do you pronounce it? All right. So let's go ahead. And try the first book here. Let's just go ahead. Get right on into it here. P-Money says, come on, salmon. No. No salmon. Arrgh. Let's see. Yes, I saw the box opening bear gets his expendables, and P-Money doesn't get his jawbreakers. What can you do? What can you do? You just need to go out there and just assault your what do they call them there? Are they postmen there in Canada? I'm not sure. Not sure if there's a different name for the postman in Canada. Anyways, let's just go ahead, get right on into it here. There we go. Nice little open there. There we go. There we go. Pretty cool. Let's shake it out. Shake it on out. Put this off to the side. Hey there. Hey there. Yeah. Alright, so here is the supplemental book. We'll get to the other book in here in just a second. Nice little signature there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So that's the supplemental book. Let's see what's inside. What is inside the supplemental? The last one was actually pretty good. Pretty good. That actually looks like... Is that narwhal? That actually looks like some narwhal art. Pretty cool. Who did the artwork in here? Let's see. Let's see. Pardon me, people. Pardon me here. Let's see. Runner, the writer was John Malin. The artist was Rob Willis, Tommy Patterson, and Matt Dillon. With color from Anthony George and letters from Eric Letters Too Much. Night Walker was Mark Polton. Let's see. Yes, Lilith by Narwhal. There we go. Very cool. So you get Narwhal in one of these books. Very cool. You know what? Bear knows that not a lot of people like Narwhal's art there, and that's fine. That's your opinion if you have an opinion. But there you go. This is the other one there. That's the other one, but let's see, where's Narwhal's art? There's Narwhal's art. Actually looks really good. He's getting better. He's actually getting a lot better. There's actually no dialogue. There is no dialogue on these 2 pages whatsoever. Oh, no, there's 2 sentences of dialogue there, and that's it. There we go. Pretty neat, pretty neat. I like that. Let's see. So this one was, let's see, this would be the Rob Willis stuff. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This will be a good book. This will be a good book. Some lineup of great artists here. Even though John Malin is doing the art on this, got a very nice lineup of artists there. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's see. Let's get to the main one here. The main attraction here. We're talking about Graveyard Shift. Number 3. This is the alternate cover. Didn't get the first campaign going around just because Malin wasn't doing the artwork. Nothing against Aaron Alfetti, believe me, nothing against that. But picked it up on the second go around there, and luckily he did a second go around. We were just talking about going in demand or just ending the campaign after 90 days. John Malin ends it after 90 days, so you gotta get on it. Gotta strike while the iron is hot. There you go. That actually does kind of look Malin-esque. Very cool. It actually kind of picks up where Malin left off. I like it. I like it. I like it. Was a little bit apprehensive at first, but that's some really good art. Aaron Alfetti, I'm sorry. Sorry that Bear doubted you. I'm sorry that Bear doubted you here. It actually looks pretty cool. There's the oh God, what was his name in the second book there? He kind of came in at the very end. Man, oh man, that second book was just gone, so that was crazy. So hopefully they bring that to the third book here, but yeah, some cool stuff. Oh, there you go. That's a pretty cool one right there. Very cool. That's pretty detailed. That's pretty cool. I like that. Good job, Aaron. Good job. I think this is a worthy successor there to John Malin doing Graveyard Shift 3. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. He did a really good job. I don't want to get to the very end there. Looks like some bad stuff happening there. Don't want to ruin it for everybody. There you go. Let's see. Here it goes. It breaks it all down. Mark Polton is the story and writer. Aaron Alfetti doing a great job there, artist. Anthony George, color. Eric Letters Too Much is the letterer. And John Malin is just, I want to say just, but editor and publisher. So I think he did a really good job editing. I think they did a really good job with, the layouts and all that sort of stuff. It looks very much like something that Malin would be doing. So Very cool. Very cool. This ought to be a good read. That ought to be a very good read there. Very cool. All right, let's get in to the other stuff here. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ignoring the chat here. Let's see. Narwhal definitely has improved over the years. Yeah, he has. He has. Makes sense. John did first Jawbreakers, and then Alfetche did. I forgot about that. Forgot about that. So he did do Jaw. Okay. For some reason, Bear thought that, it broke up or something like that. There was like a couple different stories because Kelsey Shannon did one of the. I'm just gonna call it stories. I think he did one of the stories or something like that. I forgot about that. Forgot that Alfetche did the second one. So Alfetche continuing after Malin for this one makes sense. They didn't realize it at the time. Holy cow! P Money is schooling Bear here. Schooling Bear. So there you go. There you go. All right, let's get this out. Shake it on out. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. All right, so what we've got here. Oh, a number of cards. A number of cards here. So we've got, I believe it's pronounced Cerise. Let's see, can we get that? There we go. There we go. A little bit more light there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That'll go in the collection there. And of course, they've got all the rankings on the back. That needs to be ComicsGate Commandment number 27 would be, what the heck do you do with the cards? What the heck am I supposed to do with the cards here? Anyways, there you go. There's that. There's that one. And then you've got, let's see, Agent. Ooh, Agent Plague. Agent Plague. There you go. He almost looks like he's doing stand-up. Like at the improv or something like that. You know. White people be doing this, black people be doing that, blah, 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 blah. It kind of looks like that, you know, from like the late 80s, early 90s. You expect Seinfeld to come up or Jay Leno or something like that. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that he is not a improv comic here. Or just a comic in general. There you go. Kind of some low power ratings, but that's all right. That's all right. He makes up for it in humor. In humor. Yes, indeed. And finally, we've got Director Hunt. Director Hunt. I'm sure there's a metaphor in there somewhere. All right, there you go. There's a little bit more light. Pretty cool. He's out overlooking a cliff. Overlooking a cliff there. Looking for something. He's hunting for something. We shall not know what. There you go. There's the back. Well, he's pretty smart. That's about it. That's about it. All right, one of these days, we will figure out what to do with that. Okay, holy cow, let's see. We've got some prints. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't, are they all the same? Okay, Denim. I'm not sure exactly who that is. Not exactly sure who the artist is on that one. Sorry, friend. RT Bear. Look at there. Bada bang, bada boom. Let's see. There we go. A very nice Lilith. I wonder if these are in the supplemental book there. Or not the Visions. The Visions one. Very cool. Nothing on the back. Nothing on the back. There we go. Get number 3. This is, who did this? This might be an Aaron Alfetche. I don't see a signature or anything like that on there. So I'm wondering if it might be Aaron Alfetche. So there you go. Very nice. Very nice. Let me get the knife out of the way here. Let's see. Oh, Dan Fraga is one of the print artists you missed. Let's see. Which one? It must be this one then. It must be that one. Okay. So let's see. Fraga, RT Bear. I'm not sure. Unless this is, unless that's what he was saying was Dan Fraga. Not sure. It doesn't say. Anyways, and then Barton. There we go. Oh, whoops. You see that? Focus. Focus, dang you. Anyways, pretty cool. I like the little beast down here. That's pretty neat. Let's see, can we get that in better light? There we go. Red eyes. Red eyes. It actually kind of looks like beer on a, after a couple too many drinks there. There you go. Pretty cool. Let's see. Man, oh man, I'm running out of space. Running out of space with all this great stuff that we got in here. So, oh, well, once again, you actually get a nice little hand-drawn. This is the only thing that Malin did in the entire book. Very cool. Very cool. I'm trying to remember. This is, trying to remember her name. It was something girl. Was it Monster Girl? I'm trying to remember the character's name. Anyways, very cool. I like that because, one of Bear's very early, you can go back and check it out. One of the very early live streams that Bear did actually opened up live on stream some artwork that John Malin did for Graveyard Shift 2. And one of the funny things that we did was it was the main character there. Gosh, I'm trying to remember his name. The vampire. Blood. It was basically the same character. I know he drew it twice, but and we found some minor differences in there. But it's pretty funny at the time opening it up, and then it's like, oh, it's the same character there. So I don't know if he did like 100 different monster girls or if it was something different. But yeah, you don't find too many hand-drawn stuff from John Malin there. So very nice. Thank you, John. Very much appreciated. And signed. Very cool. Very cool. All right, I'm trying to show that, but show everything else as well. I'm running out of room. Nah. Let's see. The first one was Fragus. So this one right over there. Okay. Thank you, P-Money. Thank you. Sometimes Beer loses track. Now, one of the things that Bear got this entire set for. I wish they would have separated some of this stuff out. Little Graveyard Shift. Oh my goodness, we missed this one in the second campaign. They did. Let's see, who did the first one? Was it Nerd Wonder? I think it was Nerd Wonder that did the first one. She did a great job. Kind of like a sort of kids version of Graveyard Shift. Very cool. And you know who drew this one? Right? It's one of Bear's favorites. We're talking about the one, the only, Kyung Lee. Kyung Lee drew this. How cool. And it is actually in color. I'm not sure if there's anything else there from Kyung Lee that's in color. So there you go. Who did the color? Anthony George. He's doing him and Eric Weather just doing it all there. So there you go. Finally, some Kyung Lee stuff. Very cool. Look at there. Hiya, quack. Very cool. Very much. I don't know which one I'm more looking forward to reading, the actual Graveyard Shift or Little Graveyard Shift. This one only came with like some of the higher tiers. I wish this was just like an add-on or something like that because I think a lot of people missed out just because it was one of the higher tiers. You never want to miss out on something from Kyung Lee. One of the great, if not the greatest, I just saw that page. One of the greatest CG artists out there. We're also talking about fulfillment and everything. One of the great fulfillers out there as well. So pretty cool. It does look a little minimalistic, but it's not bad. I mean, I know Kyung can do just crazy detail and everything. This kind of more sort of kids oriented. Finally, getting the fish. There we go. That is the look of many fish that's what they give Bear after right before they're eaten. There we go. So, anyways, I know Kyung can do some great work there. A little minimalistic, but I think it fits with the sort of kids theme there. All right. Let's see. I haven't heard from Nerd Wonder lately. I really liked her. Yeah. She's probably doing her own thing. I didn't really follow her that much, but she did some great work on Little Graveyard Shift. So it came in 1 and 3. So we missed Little Graveyard Shift in number 2. So glad he got it. Glad he got it though. And then finally finally here it's the, what is it called? Visions. Visions. So this one, it had a bunch of different artists. Let's see here. Holy moly. Look at all the artists that we have. I don't know if I can go through all these. Let's see. Andy Smith and Dash Martin. Britt Barkley. Brian Denham and Anthony George. Kanan White and Dash Martin. Clint Holinsky and Anthony George. Said Nocon. I hope I pronounced that right. Excuse me. Clayton Barton. Daniel Dahl. Charlie Snoggins. Kyung Lee. Oh, you got 2 pages. All right, good job, Kyung. Eric Letters Too Much. Eric Needle-Talski. Very cool. Joe Caputo. John Ball. Gosh, Irene, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your last name here, but Eileen Strastensky? I hope I pronounced that right. The Critter, Kyle Ritter, Kojo, I guess. Hedwin Jamirez. Pardon me there. Sometimes Bear can kind of get the wrong ones there. Carl Chubb Stefan. Carl Allrow. Jose Garcia. Tommy Patterson. Elliot Fernandez. There we go, the jerkmonger. Kevin Sharp. Cool. Matt Dalton. Matthew Weldon. Holy moly. Kelsey Shannon. Michael Bancroft. Mike Wilson. Shelby Robertson. Shane Davis. They actually let Shane in here. Nemi Coco. I hope I pronounced that right. Nerium. Corey Barton. Oliver Isabella. I don't know. I'm sorry. Pablo Romero. Preston L. Acevedo. Recurve Comics. Sorry, it's a little small for Bear to read here. Render Contender. Very cool. John Malin, of course. Holy moly, look at this. This is 54 pages of nothing but just pages and pages from your greatest artist here. So this is, holy cow, this is worth the price of admission. Worth the price of admission. There's Kanan White. Bam. Ba-bam! No wonder Kanan's been so busy. Holy cow. Pretty cool. Let's just go to another random one here. Oh, there we go. There is the, where was it? Over there. There we go. Okay. So, Clayton Barton. Clayton. I'm sorry if I did not see that earlier. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see who else we got here. Let's see. I'm trying to find Kyung's. Trying to find Kyung Lee's. Let's see. Oh, he's got 2 of them. Oh, no, it's just... Okay, I thought he had 2 pages. There's Kyung. There's Kyung. Very suggestive. There we go. Very suggestive there. Let's see. There's Eric Weathers. Eric Letters Too Much. That top is just barely hanging on there. Is she fighting a bear? Oh no, they're monkeys. They're monkeys. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, you don't want to fight a bear. I thought Kyung had 2 of them. Sorry, people. I'm just going through this because just a whole lot of goodness here. Let's see. No, I thought Kyung had 2 pages. Maybe Bear was wrong. Let's see. Just going through these. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty cool. Michael Bancroft. Very cool. Is that the oh gosh, what was the? Oh, all the anime people are gonna hate me off this. I'm trying to remember the. Ghost in the Shell. Thank you, brain, for thinking of that. I think this is off of the Ghost in the Shell. That's pretty cool. Let's see. P-Money says, wow, I kind of regret not getting the Visions tier. I could only afford the main comic. Yeah. Oh, and there's some more stuff in the back. This looks like just fan art. Yeah, some fan art stuff back there. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is a really good book. I'm sorry that you missed out, P-Money. I'm sorry that you missed out. I think maybe Bear can kind of scan some of this in and show some of that stuff. Oh, there's Carl Rowe. There you go. Pretty neat. Oh, I like the stained glass behind her. That's pretty cool. It's got, what is it? Professor Blood and, oh gosh, the Aqua Guy and I'm trying to remember the other character's name. Sorry, it's been a little bit since Bear checked this out, but there's Pablo Ribeiro. Very cool. Very cool. Bear could do this all day. Could do this all day. Just flipping page by page for all that. But yeah, there you go. There was the I forget the name of the tier, but one of the topper level tiers there. But yeah, you got the Visions book. You got the Graveyard Shift. You got, of course, let's see, Graveyard Shift number 3. You got the, or wait a minute, that was, let's see, hold on here, people, let's see, try to get this one. Okay, Graveyard Shift number 3, the Supplemental book. You've got not 1, not 2, not 3, but quattro. Let's see, there we go, quattro different prints there from your different artists that actually came in the book here. And then, of course, you get a nice little drawing there from the great John Malin. So, holy cow, people, holy cow. How long did this take? I don't even know how long this took, but I feel like it took like half an hour just opening the entire book. Man, oh man, oh man, you get a lot of stuff with that. You do get a lot of stuff with that, I tell you what. Actually, the only one that kind of came close pretty recently was the Expendables. They had a number of posters in there and everything, but yeah, definitely. Again, I kind of wish some of this stuff was you could choose it as an add-on. That would be kind of the only thing that Bear would kind of make a little suggestion or knock on. Otherwise, what a great stuff that you get here. So hopefully, fingers claws crossed here. Godlike, whenever that comes out. I think it's coming out next year, but whenever that comes out, definitely check out what you got here from John Malin. I mean, definitely, number 9, fulfillment is an important part of the campaign. He definitely knocked that out of the park. And, you're also getting, it could be debatable, but I think you're getting plenty of book for your money there as well. So, let's see. P Money says, okay, I gotta go, Bear. I'm assuming you're done soon anyways. Talk to you soon. Well, P Money, we thank you for coming by. Yeah, we were wrapping up after the box open here anyways. So, best of luck, or not luck, but best wishes and everything to you and the whole P Money family out there. So glad that you guys were able to overcome the crazy Wu flu out there. So yeah, definitely. Hopefully, be doing some more of these live shows here now that we got set back up here in the cave. So we do appreciate everybody that comes out and giving Bear some views. Always appreciate that. Giving the thumbs up as well. That's very important for Bear. You know what? If you like what you see here, make sure you ring that bell. You gotta know when some of these videos are gonna come out. Bear could just drop one at any moment. You never know. And you know what? We do appreciate everybody that comes by. Even some of the lurkers out there. We do appreciate you as well. You know what? If you're watching this after the fact, and you can remember what one of the ComicsGate commandments should be, I'll leave it down in the description for Bear, or not the description, in the comment section for Bear. Bear will leave the other 9 out of 10 ComicsGate commandments there in the description, so we can debate those on future shows there, as it were. So I appreciate you coming out, P Money. Good to see you here. Glad that everything's all right with you guys. Thanks everybody for showing up. You know what? All of this stuff here has it's made Bear a little bit hungry, especially since there wasn't any salmon in here. That needs to be ComicsGate Commandment number 10. You need to put some salmon in your comics, at least for Bear. Yes, indeed. So appreciate everybody coming out. We'll see you next time. Bear's gonna head back into the woods. So once again, see you next time. Arrgh.